farmers, welcome back to the channel, and here we got the second in the series of Fact Sheet Fridays for Farming Simulator 22. So without further ado, let's jump on to the first one. Now, as in the previous video we had class on the harvester, today we've got class on the tractors. We got the Axion 870/800, 185,000 to buy, 205 horsepower. It's got the CVT gearbox, 455 litre fuel tank, runs at 50 kilometers an hour or 31 mile an hour, and it weighs 9.1 tons. So as I said before, class has been in the game for a while as a mod and as a downloadable content, so this is another one to the stable from class into the base game. Looks very good, nicely detailed, excellent. On the back of that we got the Cramp half pipe HP20 standard trailer type thing, 39,500 to buy, 12.1 cubic meter capacity or 12,000 litres, weighs 6 ton, and it will take all the crop types there on the screen: wheat, barley, oats, canola, sorghum, olives. It will take on this one, so that's going to be a new crop type for this game. Sunflower, soybean, corn, potato, sugar beet chopped, sugar cane, seed, a couple of forage items, and a couple of others there as well. So nice little trailer, not too big, not too expensive, just meant to get you going, but yeah, that's alright. So next up, now this is what I was saying in the last video, on the icon screen you got one for electricity. Now what they're showing us here is the Farsin 6.26 full electric telehandler. Now I'd imagine that if you've got electric as a product and you've got electric vehicles, there's going to be some sort of electric docking station or something along them lines, so we'll see what comes out with that. But today we got this telehandler, so it's 99,000 to buy, 34 horsepower, CVT gearbox. Although, why would an electric vehicle have CVT gearbox? They just run on motors, they don't have gearboxes. Never mind. On the fuel tank, so to speak, 32 kilowatt hours. It runs at 9 mile an hour and it's got 4.8 ton weight limit. Well, weight, not weight limit, weight. Now 34 horsepower, not exactly big on the power side, so it's going to be for like yard work, moving bales, you know, that sort of thing, clearing out your animals if you get a bucket on the front. So a little yard tractor telehandler type thing. So that's good, you know, having electric into the game, that's always a bonus, something extra to play with, so to speak. And then with that we've got the Farsin PF 2.24 Plus, which is a forage mixer wagon, 50 grand to buy, requires 120 horsepower to run it, so you're not going to be able to run it off this telehandler, but you know, hook it up to a tractor. 24 cubic meters capacity, so it's 24,000 litres, and it weighs 8.2 tons, and it will take all those on the bottom. So this would be used for making total mix rations for your cows. There's something else, you know, it's a Farsin, a new brand to the game, so it's always good to have new brands on board. So we've got them two from that company, so we'll see what else, if anything else, comes out from them in the future. So on to the third one. Got McCormick. Now they've been building tractors for a while, a very long while, so again another brand to the game. so it's expanding quite well from the original days. So with here you got the X7 VT drive, 170,500 to buy. It's 190 horsepower. It's got a CVT gearbox and 350 litre diesel fuel, whatever you want to call it. Runs at 31 mile an hour or 50 kilometers an hour. Weighs 8.1 ton. On the back of that, you got the Flegel PFW 18,000 Max Line Plus. Now this is a slurry tanker. So you hook up to the tractor, you fill it up from your slurry tank, from your cows, whatever animals you're running, and then rather than using fertiliser, if you want to go down the road on your role playing, sort of like an organic growth that you want to do, you use a slurry tank, so there's no chemicals involved, and you spread your slurry that you get from your animals. It's cost 95 grand to buy, requires 225 horsepower tractor to use. It's 18 square metre capacity, it's at 18,000 litres, weighs 9.5 tonnes, and it's got a working width of 15 metres and it runs at 9 metres. So that there looks like digestate and slurry that it's going to use. So if you want to go down that road, some people like using that rather than the chemicals in the fertiliser. Crack on with that one. Okay, and then the last one we've got today is a Massey Ferguson, which has obviously been in the game for a while, and it's the MF5S. Little tractor, 76.5 grand to buy, 105 horsepower, has the CVT gearbox on it, 200 litre fuel capacity, runs at 40 km an hour, 24 mile an hour, and it's 5.4 tonne. So again, this is a small little tractor, like the telehandler we just seen. Not going to be pulling great big machinery, so for small implements, small fields, yard work, whatever you want to be going on with, that'll just do the job nicely for you. And on the back of that, we have got something very new to the game. This is the LO Scorpion 550, and this is a stone picker. Now this seems to be a new aspect of the game that's going to be elaborated on in the future. Stone picking. Obviously in real life, you're ploughing your field, you're seeding, you're harvesting, whatever. It's going to raise stones out of the ground, which you need to get out of the way before you go over it again, otherwise you're going to damage things. So this is a nice addition to the game. It's getting really more like the simulator name actually suggests, because everyone can go in, you can sow, plant, harvest, rinse and repeat sort of thing. This is adding a new element to the game, something you need to think about. So I can't just go and redo it all again over and over and over. You need to get the rocks out of the way before you damage stuff. So that, combined with the mechanics of the game where you have to fix your implements as well, if you're not using one of these, you're going to need to repair your tools more often. So another aspect added to it. So this is 52 grand to buy, requires 120 horsepower to run. It's got a 2 meter cubed capacity, so 2,000 litre capacity, weighs 6.8 tonne, works at 5.5 metres and runs at 9 metres, and you got the rocks icon at the bottom, which is what it will collect. So this is definitely going to add a new aspect to your gaming, to your role playing, whatever you're doing with the game. Definitely something that's intriguing for the future. Now I'm going to pop the icon screens up, because obviously there's a few new ones and it's got new colours, new designs to them, just so you can get used to them, just ready for when the game comes out. You know, just so you know what's popping up, so you know what to do. You know what's, oh yeah, we need this or we need that, on you know, whatever. Just get used to the new icons. Gives you a little bit of help going forward. And obviously, if you do pre-order the game, you get the Class Xerion Saddle Track Pack. Only available on the pre-order. So if you want to get that in the game, you need to pre-order it the day before it's released, or up until the day it's released. And you can get that as a pre-order bonus. And then also the season pass. Still nothing's been released about what's in the individual packs, so that'll be released at a later date. If you want to get that when you pre-order as a bundle or not, you may want to get it later on, entirely up to you. And then that is it. So if you want to pre-order any of that, just remember it's on PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, PC and Stadia. So all of those platforms are catered for. And that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Give us a like, give us a subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.